How's it going, YouTube? I got the CJRB Pyrite. Got both of them here, but we're mostly going to be talking about the Sheepsfoot version, the 1925A. So we'll put this one away for now. These run $50 to $60 depending on where you get them. I got mine at White Mountain Knifes. I waited for them to have them so I could save $5 like a cheapskate. Little late to this video. A lot of people already got one. I've already released the Echo video before this, which is a little backwards, but start out. This has a 3.11 inch AR RPM 9 powder metallurgy blade, Sheepsfoot, Warncliffe, whatever you want to call it, stone wash finish, a flat grind, and the steel is Rockwell between 59 and 61. They actually advertise it and tell you the details. Unlike some people like Kaiser, you never know what hardness you're getting with them. But I'll talk about that more in a future video. Blade stock on this guy is 2.6 millimeters or 0.102 inches. Knife measures in at 7.3 inches. We'll go ahead and do some comparisons. I already had it beside. It's about the same size as a regular Pyrite. If it's bigger, barely bigger. Here's the CJRB Echo. And the Echo's a little bit bigger. CJRB Ruffian. It's a little bit smaller. Max Ace Black Mirror, it's a little bit bigger. Petrified Fish Flavorist. And the QB Royal. It's about the same size as both of those. As you can see, it's a button lock if you're one of the few people that don't have one of these. And just listen. Great detent. It's a thumb hole only, so you can flick it with your thumb or spotty flick it. You get a 4.2 inch handle, 0.39 inches wide. And the close length in the pocket measures 1.24 right here across. Weighs 3.7 ounces, which is pretty good. Pretty light. Does not have liners since the scales are steel. Does have weight relief. The blade is stone washed, steel as well, but one of the drawbacks of this is it's very smooth. This is probably the smoothest handle on any of my knives. But it's very comfortable. I don't see you like really losing a grip unless you're doing some aggressive cutting. Got a lanyard hole, no backspacer. You got a decent sharpening tool. Plunge ends, it's kind of hard to see, but it ends about right there. So you got some sharpening life out of it. It's very thin behind the edge. It could be thinner, but it's thin, considering the blade stock's pretty thin. Got a little bit of jimping up here. It would have been cool if they extended it all the way out. You got a non-captive pivot, so you have to put a screwdriver on both sides if you're gonna take it apart. While I got it here, you can see the plunge. It's about how much lockup you got there. And they've got the button lock dialed in. On my first one, had a very stiff detent when I first got it, and I swapped some springs with a Kaiser, and it fixed both knives, so I got lucky. But pretty much everything else about these knives are the same. Pretty sure you could swap the blades and it wouldn't matter. Let me zoom out a little bit. I do believe they're the same exact length. Maybe like a hair difference, but it's basically the same. I love how they got the logo really small, not a lot of billboarding. Yeah. Don't have a whole lot on the blade. Model number, the steel. And I love this steel. I'm totally fine with it being AR RPM 9. This knife punches, this steel punches above its weight class. I've tested it several times now. Some people say it's like D2 or 9CR. It does way better in both of those. The only drawback is it's not very tough, but it's really good edge retention. I'd be fine if all the Artisan and CJRB knives came with it. Go over my few dislikes of this knife, which ain't a lot because it has a very attractive blade. I definitely prefer it over this one. They also have a titanium version of this out now. Might get it, might not. You can also get a titanium pocket clip to put on this. Or if you have like a Migron budget knife, titanium clip, they fit on here. But my dislikes would be the T6 screws, of course. The smooth handles, that would be cool if these had like little milling lines in it, or let's see if I got something like that close by. I don't. But that would have been cool. And White Mountain Knives have a frag version of this coming out with aluminum scales. Be on the lookout for that. And be nice if it had a backspacer. But other than that, it's a great knife for 50 to 60 bucks. If you don't have one, you need to pick one up. I'll link it down below if they're still in stock anywhere. But subscribe if you haven't already, like, comment. See you in the next one.